Okay, so one thing to note here is these guys have more than one use. Obviously, we spend a lot of time throwing them at a target. Lately, we spent more time throwing them against the wall and throwing them to each other. There's two ways to interpret that. One, chances are if you're throwing it against a wall, it's just labeled as a MedBall chest pass. The goal of a chest pass is to basically build some, call it muscular endurance in your upper body. So it's really easy to say, okay, you know what, we're gonna do intervals of squatting and your legs are gonna become tired and lactic, and essentially it's gonna become an aerobic workout, if you will. It's very hard to have an aerobic workout with just your arms. So the idea being is these balls, these nice light ones, you can see I have a 6-pounder here. If I throw this against the wall, I'm gonna throw it on a cadence depending on what the time is asking of me. So if I was gonna run 100 meters, it's fast, it's a sprint, it's an effort. That's like 10 seconds. So if I was 10 seconds against the wall, well, when I set up, my feet are flat, arms are straight, I'm probably looking at a very quick, aggressive cycle. Versus if I said, okay, we're gonna do this for 4 minutes, and I went out of the gate at the speed that I just went at for 10 seconds, I'm probably not sustaining that for very long. So the idea is if my goal is to have some sort of, call it aerobic endurance in my arms, and I'm doing a chest pass, I'm probably moving at a much more steady speed because yes, my arms are still gonna get tired, they're still gonna get that burning sensation, lactic acid, but again, at a speed in which I can sustain versus and then suffering through for whatever the duration is, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. The other thing to take away from that is if we're throwing the ball to a partner, I'll just use the post as my partner as an example for a sec. The goal is to think about ball speed. So it's easy to just catch it and throw it right back and catch it and throw it right back. The idea is if you're gonna do a max box jump, you would have to kind of reset and reorganize every single time. So when we're doing this MedBall pass, let's think about maximum elbow speed or ball speed rather than cycle speed. So if the post was my partner, for example, and I was gonna do a kneeling one-arm pass, it would be okay, so we're gonna talk about how to pass this ball to your partner. Now, what you can do is you can get too caught up maybe thinking about cycling quickly rather than ball speed. So what Andy and I are thinking about is kind of, again, the speed of the ball, the speed of the elbow. So as I pass, quick extension, he passes back, I catch. So you can see we're kind of taking our time rather than, and what we've lost there is accuracy, speed, and acceleration. So if we go through it good one more time, so again, he's gonna throw, I catch. So that's kind of what we're looking for, whether we're standing, kneeling, whatever. The only exception to this would be maybe the sit-up, again, where you want more speed out of it, because you might catch it on the way back, but even that, like you should still be stabilizing, coming back, and then accelerating out of there again.